Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Power football with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Duff. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cardinals offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're testing the right side here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Making side adjustments here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football play.
Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the move, it's Cooper. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Creates a little room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at our front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
From inside his own 10, and now the hit knocks it loose. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs through the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Maryland. Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
They'll run it. There he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Looking for a big play. Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And here comes the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Good, right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the tailback. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this is why this team is losing this game, right? They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run it from the gun. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job of getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cardinals! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 19 over Texas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Maryland. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gonna run it. It's Harbor. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Suggs. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
On the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
After run, now throw. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Dropping back, it's Mims. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harbor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
To the air, it's Maryland. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woods. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Back to pass, it's Maryland. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.